Hello to all the wonderful humans. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well and welcome. I am Aboli and I make science-based skincare and haircare videos, sometimes makeup. And in today's video, I am going to share my tips for long-lasting makeup. And this is not just for oily skin type, it's also for dry skin type, because I feel dry skin type also needs to get attention because it's really difficult to do makeup for dry skin types. I know that because I struggle a lot with my mother's skin. She has dry skin and you need a lot of prep work with that too. So let's start with the tips. Okay, I like to discuss the concept first, and that is when you're prepping your skin, which is the most important step of makeup, you need to think about what the last or the end result is. If the end result is dryness, patchiness, flakiness, then you need to prep your skin to counteract with whatever the end result that you're expecting. If your skin is oily and the end result is oiliness, then you need to prep your skin keeping in mind that you have to counteract this oiliness. Okay, let's start with the first tip, and that is prepping. You have to prep according to your skin type, as we have already spoken about. So for oily skin type, you need something that is hydrating and lightly moisturizing. Currently, I feel in the Indian market, the Plum Green Tea Oil-Free Moisturizer works great because it is very light, it is also hydrating, and it also gives a little bit of moisturization. So you see how light it is. So just apply it everywhere on your face. This is the prep for oily skin. We're going to come to dry skin as well. After you've applied this to your whole face, then wait for at least 5 minutes so that everything gets absorbed in your skin. It is very important as an oily skin person that these things get absorbed in your skin, because otherwise it's just going to be layer over layer over layer, which is going to slip and slip and slip and slip. So make sure that gets absorbed in your skin. Okay, now the next thing that you have to do as an oily skin person is you also have to give nourishment to your under eye area. So this is the Moschino moisturizer, which I usually use at night. So I take a very little quantity and I apply it my under eye area. For dry skin type, you need something that is moisturizing, because as we have spoken before, you need to look at the end result, and if the end result has dry patches and creasing, you don't want that. So make sure you choose a moisturizer which will adequately moisturize your skin. Now this depends on how dry your skin type is. If you have really dry skin type, then you need to use a moisturizer according to that. Now if you have combination skin types, what you need to do is you need to use something which is light on the areas where you get your oil, or if you have aloe vera, just apply the hydrator on the places where you get oily skin, and use a moisturizer in the places where you get dry patches. Okay, now let's move on to the next tip. This is specifically for oily skin type. The next tip is going to be specifically for dry skin type. Now for oily skin type, this is something that I do when I need my makeup to be in its place without getting oily for at least 4 to 5 hours. So it's something that I use before events or weddings and stuff like that. I do not use this step before like a no makeup look or something, okay? And that is to use a very damp makeup sponge. You can use a beauty blender, you can use a sponge, but it has to be damp. Like, that is something that you have to do. Once it's damp, you have to take your compact or your powder. I would recommend a compact. Sometimes translucent powders can be very dry. That can make your makeup look very cakey. So take the powder on your very damp beauty blender and just apply it in the areas that you get really oily. Like my cheeks get really oily. So I'm just going to press the powder in the pores so that it forms like a small barrier between my other skincare products and the oil that is produced. And I'm going to apply only on the areas that I get really oily. So as you can see here, the places that I need have been powdered down and everything looks matte. Again, you have to wait for 5 minutes after this step. Now for dry skin types, you cannot use this method. So for you guys, what works is makeup setting sprays. Makeup setting sprays are going to help you to set everything because you cannot use powders. So the recommendation I have for you dry skin people is the NYX Dewy setting spray. You need to spray the makeup setting spray on your face and let it air dry, let it get absorbed in your skin. Now once this is done, you have formed a layer between your skin and the foundation, so the interaction is going to be really less. So the dryness and patchiness is going to show less on your foundation. But it's important that you use makeup setting sprays that have a dewy finish and not matte finish, because then it's going to act like powder and obviously that's not going to help you. Okay, let's move on to the next tip, and that is foundation. Now you need to use a foundation that suits your skin type. That is like the most basic thing that I can tell you. If you have dry skin type, then make sure that you use a dewy foundation which has a good dewy hydrating finish. For dry skin type, these two are my recommendations. For oily skin, this is my recommendation. It's the Matte Poreless Fit Me foundation. Let's move on to the next tip, and that is the fifth tip, and it is how much product to use. It's very important. Like this step, I'll say, is one of the most important steps, because if you use a lot of product, what you're doing is you are bombarding your skin with this product and your skin is going to react. It's either going to get dry or it's either going to get really oily, and that is not going to help anybody. You don't want to smother your skin with your makeup products. So you can use any tool for blending your makeup. Now I am taking a little bit of the foundation. Always start with little foundation. You can always add more, but you cannot delete it. So always start with little foundation. Take it on your brush little by little and work it in your skin. Okay, blend it. Again, what I'm doing here is pressing the makeup down in my skin. What I'm not doing is, because that is not going to give you the blend that you want, and it is also not going to stay in your face for a really long time. So make sure that you press it in and you do this movement so that the makeup product goes inside those tiny little pores that we are talking about. Okay, you need to cover the whole face with this. Okay, you see such little product, and a whole of this part of my face has been covered with just this much of product. So try with using less product, and you'd see that even with less product you get good enough coverage. Even with the concealer, I'm going to put a little bit here and then apply it on the areas that I feel require a little more coverage. You see how much product actually brushes carry. I've taken like one small dot, I've put the excess here, and even then I have so much product on my brush that I wouldn't even need to use the remaining concealer. So always start with less product, and you would see that your makeup actually lasts long when you use less amount of product. Let's move on to the last tip and the last step, and that is how to set everything. Now this again will differ according to each skin type. If you have dry skin type, your hand should go on the makeup setting spray. Just spray, 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 spray. Let it air dry and you are good to go. If you have oily skin type, the next step would be to use a powder. Okay, now the powder that I use is the Revlon banana powder. Now this is a baking powder, however I do not bake anything on my face. Now for oily skin types, at this point your face is looking really white because of all the powder and it's very powdery. So at this point I like to use my hydrating mist. Again, this is just half water, half aloe vera. What this does is it reduces the powderiness, but it also helps to keep your skin hydrated. So it's like the perfect combination where you can use powder to keep yourself matte, and then you can use the mist so that the powderiness is reduced. Also, today was supposed to be the last day of my Navratri series, but I couldn't post on one day because my hand was just stuck in this position, and all of this was painful because I was editing every day and this is like the mouse position, and I just couldn't do it because it was very painful. Sorry about that. So I'm going to post the last video tomorrow.